comes from budgetary support, you have to ask yourself, who does the chief engineer of a water agency respond to? The citizen, the client, or to the chief secretary, or to the chief minister? The answer is very simple. You respond to who gives you the budget. So the citizens' accountability to citizens is zero. So judge and jury, mixed. Accountability to citizens, zero. I said, what else could matter? So I asked a particular chief engineer of a city water agency, you know, it's really expensive to maintain intermittent. Why is it expensive? You know, when you have full pressure in water pipes, nothing can enter the pipes. These pipes have little cracks, but when you have full pressure, it acts as a barrier. The moment the pressure falls, anything outside can seep in. And anything outside does seep in when pressure falls, and next morning when the pressure is high, it takes all that it collected straight to your water tank. So is, in my opinion, the political economy window in which India may well achieve effective, efficient water utilities that will be able to give 24/7 water. And the stakes are high. India has just entered its urbanization process. Its future growth path lies in making its urban system truly efficient. And one of the underpinnings of that is good public service delivery. And water has to be part of it. But to solve that, one has to acknowledge that it is a political issue, not a technical issue. Once the political issue in which we recognize that we have to keep at arm's length these service providers and create that framework, all the technical stuff can come in. And until that comes, that political recognition, India will have to continue to have its overhead tanks, dip into its groundwater, have intermittent supply, and that's very costly for an economy seeking 8% plus growth rate and an aspiration to move its citizens into middle class. So that is, as simply as I could, I hope not in too much technical language, my story of how I discovered intermittent supply and water utilities in India. Sanjay, you know the issue you mentioned about water purifier, that's one example of the cost that households have to bear because the water that's coming into your house is not only intermittent, you don't trust its quality. And of course, overhead tanks, electric pumps, these are additional costs. And that's precisely why we say that intermittent supply is more costly than full force supply. The challenge will be if a water agency begins to give full force supplies, convincing you to let go of your water purifier, let go of your water tank, and because you don't trust the system from delivering. In some cities around the world that have moved from intermittent to full service, they actually have bought back the additional equipment that households have had. So it's taken both an incentive as well as a shift in culture and convincing people that this is happening. We were part of a very important program in Karnataka in 3 towns, Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum, in which basically Karnataka government put aside neighborhoods in each of the town and created a water agency, brought in a private company to manage that water, and over a 2-year period, if I'm not wrong, achieved 24/7 delivery. And a lot had to do with using civil society to engage communities, to convince them that a shift towards 24/7 would be possible if they were willing to pay, etc. What was interesting is that it was never willingness to pay that was an issue, it was willingness to charge. India has to very seriously look at its agricultural policies, its procurement pricing system, and how it actually gives ownership to water, groundwater, for agriculture to actually become far more efficient and release water. that gets an added pressure in climate change.